Dobrota is a small town in Montenegro that borders the ancient city of Kotor. About 9,000 people live in Dobrota. I believe that this town is a very good choice for a vacation in Montenegro, and there are several reasons for that. As in any suburb, there are fewer crowds of tourists here than in the central cities of Montenegro. As a result, you get a more peaceful vacation and beaches that are less crowded with people. Secondly, despite the small number of historical landmarks in Dobrota, you won't be bored, because firstly, there are things to see in the town itself, and secondly, you can walk from Dobrota to Kotor. This way you combine the advantages of staying in a small and peaceful town with the benefits of vacationing at a major resort. Just make sure to check on the map where your apartment is located before booking your accommodation. The town isn't actually that small, it stretches for 7 kilometers. So from one end of Dobrota to Kotor it's just a short walk, but from the other end it's not quite so close. Ideally, the historic center of Kotor should be within walking distance for you. Dobrota is an ancient settlement. It was first mentioned in chronicles in the 13th century, although it's possible that people lived here long before that. The town's heyday came in the 17th century, during which the largest ships in the region belonged to the residents of this settlement. The most popular place in the town, as in other Montenegrin towns, is the promenade. During the season, tourists are constantly strolling along it, especially in the evening when it gets cooler. As I already mentioned, the town is within walking distance of Kotor. Look for accommodation within 2 or 3 kilometers of Kotor's old town. And you won't have to wonder, where should I go? What should I do? Sights to see. The most famous attractions are as follows: the Church of St. Eustace, the Radunic and Milosevic palaces, and the Church of St. Matthew. But the most significant landmark, the main attraction, is the Church of St. Eustace. It impresses with its interior decor, and from the outside the building is also very beautiful. By the way, you'll see it in the video. Its modern appearance and richly decorated interior are thanks to the financial support of local townspeople, primarily the captains, who earned well at the time and invested part of their money to support Catholicism. The church is located in the northern part of the village near the embankment. The church was designed by the Venetian architect Bartolo Riviero. Built in the Baroque style, the church at that time symbolized the growing economic power of the settlement and the Christian values of the local residents. Now, about shopping. When it comes to shopping, Dobrota is not the best place for it. There are no large stores in the village, and in fact the situation is similar in neighboring Kotor. But everything you need for daily life and leisure, such as groceries, beach gear, and souvenirs, you can buy in Dobrota. There are no problems with that. For more serious shopping, however, you'll need to go to another city in Montenegro. Intercity buses depart from Kotor. The beach season in the village lasts from early May to late September. The warmest sea, naturally, is in July and August, but during this period, accommodation prices are also at their highest. Yes. Most importantly, the beaches in the village are better than in neighboring Corteo, in neighboring Kotor. And that's another reason why it's best to book accommodation specifically in this village, and not in Kotor. In Dobrota, there are pebble beaches and concrete ones with ladders for getting into the water. There are several beaches in the village. Why several and not just one? The thing is, that's how it's done in Montenegro. The promenade is always municipally owned at all resorts, but sections of the promenade are leased out by the local community. Usually the tenants are waterfront restaurants or hotels that sell food on the beach. Well, if it's a restaurant, they also rent out sun lounges and umbrellas and earn additional profit. The law requires that tenants must provide part of the area for free recreation, so accordingly, you can come with your own towel and swim for free. This system works perfectly. On one hand, entrepreneurs make a profit, and on the other hand, it's good for tourists as well. They come to relax on well-equipped beaches where all the necessary infrastructure is available. At the same time, the opportunity for free recreation is preserved for those who want it. In addition, it's important that the tenants clean the beach themselves, and they do this regularly during the season. They constantly maintain cleanliness, and the state also benefits from this arrangement. They receive rental payments and don't have to spend resources or effort on cleaning the beach and maintaining its facilities. Overall, it's all advantages, and everyone benefits. Well, friends, that's all from me. Goodbye, everyone.